Now, yeah, so talking about David Pakman again. Oh God. And to be honest with you, here's an interesting fact about this. I never watched this motherfucker until when he said he was losing over 10,000 subs. Like, like I just never thought the dude was that good of a commentator. I mean, that's just me. Um, shoot. Yeah, he says Trump voters are about to get what they deserve. So, yeah. It's a lot for me to say right there. I think, it's when your team don't win, like David Packman, the liberals, they didn't win. I mean the Democrats, they didn't win. He's butthurt, he's salty, he lost membership, subscribers, Hell, the way David Packman talk, hell, you'll think this motherfucker, he about to go fucking bankrupt. Like, holy shit. The motherfucker still got over 2 million subscribers. Like, yeah, that just shows me that people like David Packman and the rest of these bread tubers are just in it for the money. I hate to say it like that, but it's the truth. Like, they're in it for the money. It's just that simple. But anyway, I'm gonna play and see what talking points David Packman has. Here we go.
Friends, those who are still here, and that's most of you, of course, it has been a very, very long week. It didn't go our way. I joked about my voice being gone yesterday or the day before. It's actually struggling right now, but we have what I think is maybe the most important show in months today, and it's not hyperbole, but when things don't go your way, you have to contextualize, you have to seek to understand, we have to figure out what happened and what to do next. And I want to start with a really good editorial by Tom Nichols that points out that Trump voters are now going to get what they deserve in the sense of what they voted for. It's not about the left will now.
Oh shit, my bad, guys. There we go. You know, it's easy. Well, David Packman, I will say this, like, nobody just didn't turn off for the Democrats, bro. They didn't turn off for the Democrats, man. Like, people was not swarming to vote for Trump. Like, see, you guys are getting it wrong. Like, people that were going to vote for Trump was going to vote for Trump. I mean, like if you look at the poll, the final, the national vote, Trump got the same amount of votes he had back in 2020. Like, just I guess the independent vote either voted for the people that flip flop. Either they voted for Jill Stein, or folks just sit on the fucking couch this election season. In which to be honest with you, I'm just gonna say this. Like, you could tell. Like, usually people say that it's election season. If you have a political based YouTube channel, you explode. Well, we got to over 1,000 subscribers, but we didn't really explode like that. Like, at least we could have hit 2K, but it's not about the subscribers. But I'm just saying, like, people just wasn't in it. And by you saying Trump's supposed to get what it deserves, well, blame the Democrats for having a shitty campaign. Oh God.
Punish Trump voters. Hey, the left has very little electoral power right now. It looks like we're losing everything. But there is
Democrats are not the left. Stop saying Democrats are the fucking left. They're not the left. Oh, that's so painful to watch this. But I said I'm gonna watch it. I didn't really prep for any like serious topics, but oh God, this guy here, man. No wonder. This is why bread tubers are losing. That's why they're losing right now. Like, channels like ours and RBNs and do this and this and Harlan Medias are winning. Like, we'll fucking vindicate it. But let me get to the video. I need to learn to stop pausing this so much. I think that people don't like that, so I'm trying to play it a little while and pause it. Yeah.
There's no doubt here that although Donald Trump expanded his coalition on Tuesday, he got more of the Latino vote. He got more of the Black vote. He won the popular vote, first Republican in what decades to win the popular vote. He took back the blue wall, or at least part of it, in the north of the country. But now, at their peril, these new voters are going to face the consequences of a Trump presidency. Even if you voted for him, you are still going to get what Trump is going to give you. And there are many voters that supported Trump, not for his policies, but for his reality show of rage and resentment fueled by nativist instinct and fascist wet dreams.
You gotta ask yourself though, David. Like, well, yeah, he got 52% of Latino men, and yeah, he got more of the black male vote. But gotta ask yourself why. One reason why is because, especially for black folks, is they. I mean, I don't agree with this. I got to say that I do not agree with this reasoning why black folks decide to vote for Trump. They feel that the Democrats are letting the immigrants get all this quote unquote free stuff, and I don't know, Latinos. I got an idea why. I guess it can't be that. The same reason black folks, but really Latino men are more conservative anyway. Like if you look at Florida, for example, like that's probably the reason why Trump win Florida. Like there's a lot of Latinos in Florida. So yeah, like Kamala Harris didn't do a good job with black men. She failed with that. And what policy she had for Latino men. So yeah. Um, oh, David.
And cultural grievances. And in the op ed that we're linking to, Tom Nichols compares this support by some of these groups to sort of an illiberal populism, where voters who are hostile to democracy participate in democratic institutions, right? Some of them would have been fine with Trump stealing the 2020 election. They don't really care about democracy, but they're participating in it this time. They are voting to punish others, even if they themselves are also going to be punished. So we now have a situation where millionaires and billionaires ended up somehow aligned with a sliver of the working class Trump vote, despite Trump's policies likely harming younger minority voters, working family voters. Trump's policies towards those groups aren't going to change just because some of them voted for Trump. If Trump's policies don't do much for the average Texas Latino voter, if they voted for Trump, they're still going to suffer as a result of Trump's policies. And as I've said before,
Yeah. Yeah. Trump did say he's going to not only deport illegal immigrants, he says he's going to deport legal legal immigrants too. So yeah, if you voted for Trump and you're not officially a U.S. citizen yet, you got a visa but you're not official. Yeah, it is not smart, but again, like I said, you gotta ask, why these people didn't vote for Kamala then. you know? Oh, see, that asking that question. See, you're saying, see, basically what you're saying is, um, a lot of these people are just, the ones that voted for Trump, the ones that don't care about democracy, they don't care if Trump told the 2020, but again, like the people, the minorities that the Democrats need to win, why they voted for Trump. And he said it will harm, the Trump, the minority voting for Trump will harm them. Well, could say the same thing about if Kamala Harris won. Like, would their lives improve? No, it wouldn't improve either. So basically, like me and Top has been saying, like either way, you fucked. You fucked. Oh my god.
From what I'm seeing, Trump's going to give me a tax cut. The type of business I have is likely going to get either a new tax cut or an extension of the previous QBID tax cut under Trump. It's not good for the economy. It's not morally justified. It's not economically stimulative to do that, but he's going to do it. And I didn't vote for the guy, but I'm still going to get, or my business is still going to get that tax cut. And the opposite is true for those that did vote for Trump. Trump's priority here.
Yeah, when you wealthy and well off, David Packman, of course, a tax cut beneficial to you. Like you have a business, Oh my God, this guy has a business. Obviously, he got a media company, right? Like Crystal and Saga do, right? I guess Kyle Kalinske, TYT, yeah, those people. See the PMCs, like they will benefit from Trump's tax cuts, while because they not the top 1%, but they millionaires. Like we all know David Peck was a millionaire. See how he dressed like he's a working class guy. Like that's by intent. Like this guy has no, he has no, how you say it? Not solidarity. I forgot the fucking word. Holy shit. He has no recollection with me. I'm a working class guy. Tyler Perry is a working class parent. Like, and we minority. Dave Packman's white is a white man. Like, see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, when you are wealthy, tax cuts will benefit you. Oh, you vote for the guy. Oh God. Yeah, duh.
Was avoid legal accountability for his crimes, which seems like he's going to succeed at, dismantle checks on his power, including the rule of law. It seems he's going to succeed at that. I told you recently that at least the federal prosecutions of Trump are just going to poof, evaporate like a miracle. They're going to disappear. And now Trump and his voters are going to have to bear the consequences of his governance, which is not going to spare supporters from harm. One thing we learned in this election is Democrats can't win over these voters with policy arguments. It didn't work. We've got to acknowledge that. Any serious postmortem has to.
Wait a minute. What policies? Democrats didn't have no policies. Did Kamala Harris have any reputable policies? Like, did she advocate for a minimum wage increase? Did she advocate for all student loan debt to be forgiven? You know, say what you can say about Biden, but at least he said something. Like, just tax cuts. I mean, not tax cut, child tax credit, and what the home credit. Like people. So turns out that the home credit is a fucking tax credit too. What if you, like, a lot of people can't afford a home? A lot of people is window shopping for a home. They're going on Zillow. I mean, not Zillow, whatever the fuck it calls, some home site, and scrolling through, dreaming of what home they could get. Like, and then a $6,000 child tax credit. Like, I don't have a child. Like, again, like how that's going to benefit me? Yeah, it'll benefit my friends that have kids. Good, hell yeah. But what about the single working class black guy? You see what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm talking about. So, and they have no Democrats have no policies. I don't know what the hell this guy talking about. Like, Trump didn't have no policies either. What, tip workers? What, no tax on tip workers? Which I figured out that a lot of corporations can say their income is tipped to keep from paying taxes. That's really what that's about. But okay. Mm-mm-mm.
Concede that that's the case. So now we will see, does suffering at the hand of Trump impact these voters? They voted for him, some of them. If Trump's second term is anything like the first term, Many of those voters are now going to suffer. Will that get them to see the light? Now, as far as Trump goes, it doesn't matter because he can't run again. But as far as what they will support in 26 and 28, it's very relevant. So we keep talking about, what do Democrats do? What does the left do? So much that we've tried just hasn't worked. In this particular case, with Republicans taking the White House, taking the Senate, we don't yet know about the House, but it's not looking particularly good
It took the House, by the way.
for Democrats. Democrats have to take a step back and let events unfold. The breathless blame games, most of which make no sense. The problem was it was the wrong VP candidate. The problem was Liz Cheney campaigned with Kamala for a day. The problem.
Oh God. Yeah. You campaigning with a war hawk. Yeah, that makes you look good. Yeah, that was a problem. And the Tim Walsh thing, a lot of people said that she should have picked Shapiro because, it could have helped Pennsylvania. Well, I don't think she could pick George fucking Clooney for all I care. I don't think it would have made a difference. So so
Was people in Michigan angry about Gaza. We need to step back. We've further cautioning is going to increase their fixation. It's time to allow some space for the people who said, I think I want Trump over Harris. They maybe need to experience the consequences now firsthand, and then we will evaluate what effect that has on their voting patterns. Many in the audience know my first language is Spanish. I learned English.
so yeah. Um yeah, Trump would not help those people. We all know that. Kamala wouldn't either. And what people usually do when one party, unfortunately, because our system is just totally fucked. Like, oh man, Americans have an attention span of a fly. Like, what? And they have a "what have you done for me lately" type of mentality. Like, Trump doesn't do shit. Then whoever the fuck else the dummies pull out in 2028, who knows? Or like in 2026, I can't forget about that midterm, right? Um, maybe the dummies get back control of the House, or maybe the Senate be split. Just the same old shit. See what the hell? Oh, I think that's it. Okay, that's the video right there. Because I think he advertising something. Oh God. So yeah, man, David Pakman, like, what he said didn't make any sense. Like, he failed to realize that Kamala was basically an empty suit. She didn't have no policies at all. The policies were very benign, if I'm using kind of technical words. They were very benign. She did not have a black agenda. She apparently didn't have no Latino agenda. It's just, you know, like, when would these bread tube shit libs realize that Kamala did this to herself? She her lack of fucking answering questions, like, nobody talks about that. She's a word salad. And then on top of that too, she just empty suit. Just an empty suit. Um yeah. Either way, no matter if you're a Trump supporter, supported Kamala, or you're a communist like me, we all are fucked. We all are fucked. Okay, guys. Another shameless plug. Support my best friend and CEO of the ATP network, Ty Peasant. Her cash app is $Liz4285. It's on the bottom of your ticker. Slide her a few dollars if you can. If you can't, that's understandable, man. Like, I'm not demanding directly for you to donate to. I'm just asking. Ain't nothing wrong with asking. And also to subscribe to my podcast, y'all. I need to get my podcast numbers up. Real recognize real. You'll see my big old ugly head on there on the cover of it. Available on all major platforms. So, all right, guys.